Hey everybody, welcome to my channel TarotWarrier. My name is Aparna and I'm here today to do a special Saturn transit reading for air signs. So from the 29th of March, for the next 2 years, 2.5 years, Saturn moves from Aquarius and it's going to be in the house of Pisces. It's going to remain in the house of Pisces till about May 2027, and that's going to be affecting a lot of signs in different ways. So today we're going to look at how it's going to affect the air signs. I will be time stamping this so you can directly jump to your sign if you don't want to watch through the whole video. But if this does resonate with you, please do subscribe to this channel, like this video, and do comment. Let me know how this resonates. So we are going to start with Aquarius, and for Aquarius, this Saturn transit is going to affect your second house. So which means you will have a lot of financial gains, but also there may be some family challenges. There could be this transit may affect your the way you speak, the way you communicate. Your money matters may get affected, your family matters may get affected. So I do see that there is financial growth for you, but like I said, disputes within the family. Okay, you're also in the last phase of your Sadhisati Aquarius. So before it goes away completely, before Saturn leaves, this Sadhisati phase gets over, there might be a bit of turbulence. Okay, so let's just get started and let's look at tarot energies for Aquarius. Let's look at what is the overall energy for you. So Aquarius, the overall energy for you for this 2.5 years transit period is the Six of Wands. How is it going to affect your career? Let's look at your career energy. So in your career, we have the Lovers. What about your relationships with family and other people? You have the Knight of Cups. What about your health? When it comes to your health, you have the Two of Wands. Let's look at the challenges. The challenges for you in this 2.5 months is a Queen of Wands. What is the advice for you? The advice for you is the Four of Cups. And the outcome of these 2.5 years of transit period is the Fool. So Aquarius, you've got the Fool here, which is Aquarius energy as your outcome. So you're coming out of it, claiming your energy, being yourself. I feel that by the time the Sadhisati period ends for you, you're going to be very you're going to feel very free, okay, because you're releasing yourself from a very difficult 7.5 years of Saturn being in your sign. And you are coming out of it like a winner. You're releasing your past and just kind of taking a leap of faith towards something new. It's a new beginning for you. It's almost like Phoenix rising from the ashes. Okay, so Aquarius, your overall energy is the Six of Wands. So Six of Wands is a lot of popularity, it's a lot of fame, it's a lot of recognition for what you're doing in your work, in your work area, or maybe even personally. A lot of attention on you. Okay, so whatever you're doing, you're in the spotlight for it. So let's just clarify this. Six of Wands. So I do see a lot of success coming towards you. Six of Swords. So yeah, the last, like I said, 7.5 years has been very up and down for you. Sometimes, you felt things have been very turbulent. Things have not been very stable for you. Things have been very difficult for you. But the good news is you're finally moving forward. You're moving towards much calmer and peaceful times. So like I said, it's your last phase of Sadhisati. So you are leaving a lot of turbulent energies behind and moving forward. And you're moving towards a lot of peace and calm. You're moving towards something very good because you're celebrating something. So I do see in this last phase, there's a lot you're celebrating. There's a lot that you are releasing and letting go of. Okay, now in your work energy, I see the Lovers. So the Lovers here is an energy of partnership. It's an energy of getting together with someone, maybe in business, maybe in work, collaborating and finding a good partnership here wherein you are able to achieve your career goals. You're feeling that you're finally you finally belong somewhere, or you finally have found a match when it comes to your work and career. You have the Queen of Swords here, so yeah, you're making a lot of practical decisions. You're able to I feel there's a intellectual connection, or you're finally meeting your match, who kind of understands you and the way you work. Also, I do see some stressful moments. So like I said, work matters. There are a lot of gains, but also there might be a few stress points where you may feel a bit anxious. But you are, the good, like I said, the good thing is you're celebrating something as well. So all this is going to be worth it, okay, I feel. Now, in your relationship area, you have the Knight of Cups, which is not bad actually. Knight of Cups is an energy of romance. So it's an energy of light moments. Ace of Swords is here with the devil. With the devil. So just when I thought everything was great, you have the devil here. So there are some toxic energies in your relationships, be it with family, be it with your partner, be it with your friends. There is something that is very toxic and it's coming out. Again, by the end of the Sade Sati energy, you will be releasing a lot of people, you'll be releasing a lot of situations. Things that you have been trying to brush under the carpet, you will finally have to face that and deal with it. You no longer can just brush it aside. So I do see that, yes, there are some toxic people, and you're going to see their true face. There are some toxic situations, and you're going to have to confront these, okay? You are no longer going to be able to let it pass. Now, in your health energy, I see the Two of Wands. So Two of Wands is being very cautious, planning for the future. So whatever you do, whatever you consume or drink or eat, whatever choices you make with regards to your health, you may have to think of the impact of this in your long term. So say if you are going to consume something which you know is not healthy for you, like for example smoking, you may have to think about the long term repercussions of it. Some of you may be thinking of quitting smoking, and you're thinking about how to go about it, or you're thinking of giving up on alcohol, you're thinking of starting a new diet or a regime, like a new lifestyle, and you are thinking, okay, how is this going to help me in the future, or how is this going to impact me in the future? So whatever you do now, the effect of that is going to show up much later. So you have to be very careful when it comes to your health choices, okay? The Two of Wands is here with the Ten of Cups. So overall your health looks good, but like I said, there may be a lot of decisions that you're making. Yes, there are moments where you feel a bit unwell, or you have to take care of your family's health as well. Maybe that is also something that may be a cause of concern. So if it's not your health, it could be somebody in the family who's kind of healing from something. But again, all of this is going to put give you a perspective of what changes you need to make with regards to your health, your family's health, and how to kind of make this better for the future, okay? Some of you may also be thinking of insurance and upgrading your insurance or something like that. So your challenge for the month, for these 2 years, is a Queen of Wands. That's a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Queen of Wands is also about confidence. So the universe is kind of saying that maybe your confidence may be a bit shaken. You may not be as confident as you look. You kind of project yourself as being very confident, but deep within there is a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety, especially emotionally. There is a lot happening below the surface. You may be able to mask it very well, but you are kind of, for you the biggest challenge here is that anxiety that hits you, especially at night, okay? Sleepless nights, maybe your sleep patterns are very disturbed. Also, you could be having a fire sign in your family or around you, and things may not be as as great with them. This could also be your mother, okay, or a female energy, okay, someone who you either are clashing with, or maybe there is something that is very concerning with regards to this person. Seven of Pentacles is you kind of knowing that there is no other choice but to wait, and there is no other choice but to wait and let and see how this goes. I feel that there is nothing that you can do as such to improve the situation, other than just be patient. So your advice is the Four of Cups. So again, the universe is saying that while you're waiting, don't be too complacent, because there may be solutions coming in and you are just ignoring it, or you may be not paying attention. So the universe is giving you solutions, but you need to keep your eyes open, because there's something about missing out on some information, missing out on some opportunities, because you are paying attention elsewhere, or you're not really focused on this. The universe is saying there is a lot of forward movement, success coming in for you. I do see a love relationship here as well. So overall, I feel that things are going to get better for you. Keep your lines of communication open as far as possible. You have the Fool as your outcome. So like I said, Aquarius energy, you're coming out of this transit period kind of like a new person, okay. You've learned a lot. Earlier you used to run away from something, and by the time you are finishing the Sadesati period, you're coming out victorious almost. You're learning that you have to take a leap of faith. There's a lot of surrender, there's a lot of acceptance, there's a lot of taking on opportunities. I do see that you may feel a bit imbalanced during this last phase, but you are going to be okay. I see that there is a lot of truth coming out in the last 2.5 years for you of the Saturn transit, but it's all going to be fine, okay. So Aquarius, this is what I have for you, and now we go towards Libra to see what's coming up for Libra. So Libra, let's look at what messages are coming out for you. Saturn moves from the house of Aquarius to Pisces on the 29th for the next 2.5 years. This is going to impact everybody in different ways. For you, it is going to impact you in the 6th house. So there is a lot of success in legal matters. Also, there is a lot of focus on your health. So your health may be slightly affected, but we are going to look at what other messages coming in for you. So let's see, Libra, what is your overall energy for the next 2.5 years during this transit period of Saturn? So you have the Eight of Cups here as your overall energy. What is your energy for work, career? Your energy for work and career is the Eight of Swords. For relationships, your energy is the Wheel of Fortune. When it comes to your health, you have the Seven of Pentacles. What is your challenge for these next 2.5 years? You have the Tower. What is the advice for you? Your advice is the Page of Cups. And what is the outcome? So outcome, you have the Queen of Swords. So Libra, what I see here is that your overall energy is the Eight of Cups. You are walking away from a lot of things, a lot of people, a lot of situations that no longer make you happy, okay. I do see that there is an energy of detaching emotionally from some things which you are realizing is not for your greatest good. So what is this Eight of Cups about? You have Hierophant. So things that you have been practicing since childhood, some routine, some ideas, I do see that there is something new for you. But you are letting go of the past, outdated ideas, outdated habits, outdated perspective, so you are no longer emotionally feeling a connection with those things, and you are now, there is a revamp of sorts. Some of you are leaving your marriage, like there is some issue with your marriage and you are finally making a decision to walk away. This could also be some people from the community. There could be a religious shift as well, spiritual shift as well for you. But whatever is coming towards you, I do see a lot of new beginnings for you. Okay, now 8 of Swords is in your career. So 8 of Swords is a feeling of stagnation. You may be feeling very stuck and stagnant, like you are not able to come out of something, like you feel very helpless. So let's see what this is about. 6 of Swords. So the universe is saying that the good thing is you are moving towards something new and there is stability coming in. So if you're feeling very restless, anxious about your career, there is something that is much more stable that's in store for you. I do see that there is an energy of imbalance. So somewhere maybe you feel that you're putting a lot of effort and not getting equally back. You're not being compensated well enough. You're not being appreciated well enough. So all of those issues, I feel that you are going to find some kind of solution or help, and you're moving forward towards something new. Some of you could be finding a new job or maybe relocating, but yes, it's something like I see that whatever you're going towards is much more peaceful. Now when it comes to your relationship, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So Wheel of Fortune is change of time. Wheel of Fortune is something good coming your way. So what is the Wheel of Fortune about? So the old or things that are not working out is falling off and there is some new beginning for you. With the Page of Swords here, there is an energy of curiosity, an energy of wanting to know more, an energy of diving deep into your emotions and trying to unfold each layer, trying to figure things out. Especially when it comes to your own self, like you are trying to figure out things about yourself, you're learning things about yourself. Also curiosity about somebody else. Maybe you're meeting someone new, there is a lot of curiosity about this person, very inquisitive. Could be that you're trying to find out more about them. Could be a Scorpio that you are meeting. This person could be someone who is living at a distance. I see a lot of travel here. So either you're meeting them while you're traveling, or maybe they are somebody who is who's coming towards you, like visiting, not someone who is originally from where you stay. I do see that this is kind of destiny. You're destined to meet this person and you're meeting this person at the right time. Now when it comes to your health, you have the 7 of Pentacles. There's an energy of waiting for your rewards. The King of Swords. Some of you have already been facing some health issues and you are already consulting a doctor. Be careful of who you are consulting also, because maybe there are some things about your treatment or your procedure which may which you may think is going to help you in certain way, but it doesn't. So there is a energy of something not meeting your expectation, or you feeling like this is not what I signed up for. So be very careful of who you are consulting or what information you are getting from this person. I do see your biggest challenge being the Tower. So there is definitely something very shocking, something very dramatic here, something that is going to change the way you look at things, something which is changing completely, especially with regards to your relationship, partnerships, business partnerships. There's some ending and a new beginning. There's some challenges there. So be careful of that. Your advice is the Page of Cups. So again, new beginnings are coming towards you. So be open to new beginnings. Also an energy of forgiveness. Okay, forgive, especially with family. Okay, there is some new beginning there. If you have had difficult family relationships, I do see that there is a new start, and you're asked to forgive the past and move forward. Yeah, there is some kind of trickery or something that is being exposed, or someone that is being exposed, and you're asked to kind of be more open to listening to their side of the story and maybe let go of things. Okay, your Queen of Swords is your outcome. So Queen of Swords is somebody with a lot of clarity, someone who is very clear and very decisive, somebody who doesn't hesitate to cut off people, things, situations. Definitely there is some big change happening by the end of this 2.5 years. There is a transformation of sorts, but you're moving forward. Okay, there's a lot of forward movement after this energy ends in 2027, and you're coming out with a lot of clarity and acceptance, and also better boundaries. Okay, so Libra, this is what I have for you. I hope this helps and resonates with you. If it does, do like, share and subscribe. And now we go towards Gemini, and let's see what's coming up for Gemini. So Gemini, let's look at the Saturn transit effects for you. Saturn moves from Aquarius to Pisces on 29th March for 2.5 years. So we are going to look at how this is going to be for you. I'm just going to quickly so yeah, Gemini, I've made notes. Okay, so Gemini, I see that this is going to affect your 10th house. Okay, that is the house of career growth and heavy responsibilities coming in with regards to your career. So a lot of hard work which will be rewarded, but also a lot of stress with regards to that excessive workload. Okay, and health concerns as well, especially for stomach related issues or mental fatigue. So let's get into your reading and let's look at your overall energy for this transit period of 2.5 years. Your overall energy is the Six of Swords. What is in your work energy? Your work energy is the Strength. What is for your relationships? Your relationships, the Magician, which is Gemini energy. Your health energy is the Ten of Wands. What is your challenge? Your challenge is the Six of Cups. Your advice is the Eight of Wands. And your outcome, for outcome you have the Moon. So again, Gemini, Six of Swords is your overall energy, which is an energy of moving towards calmer waters. Definitely a period of transformation for you, a lot of changes, a lot of ups and downs, but you're moving towards much more stable energy. So you have the Queen of Cups here. So emotionally, you may feel very vulnerable, very unsure, there may be moments where you're completely feeling in control, and then you feel very vulnerable at times. There are new beginnings, opportunities where you may have to just take a leap of faith. Like, you will not know what the outcome is going to be, but that's where you will be tested, I think, where you will have to just believe that it's going to work out and take a chance, take a risk with things. Now, in your work energy, I see Strength, which is Leo energy. So yes, you are going to have some challenges there, but you are asked to be strong, and the universe is saying that you are strong and you will be able to overcome these challenges. You have to just also make bold decisions. Okay, when it comes to your career. Seven of Pentacles is here, clarifying the Strength and Temperance. So for you, it will be a time of lot of hard work, but the rewards that you're expecting, that may not show up immediately for you. There is some kind of a waiting energy where you have to wait for things to come to you. Okay, but at the end of it, there is balance, and there is, the universe is asking you to just go with the flow and not put too much expectation on what you are receiving, because like I said, this is a time for you to put in a lot of work. You will receive what you deserve and what you work for, but it may not happen immediately. So it's just best to kind of let go of that control, or let go of expectations and let things happen organically. When it comes to your relationships, I see the Magician is here. So the Magician is manifestation. You are manifesting something new. Secretly, you've been praying for something, maybe praying for some particular relationship to work out, or something with regards to your relationship. You could be manifesting a fire sign here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Expect some action in that department as well. Okay, so whatever you've been manifesting, I think it's coming towards you very quickly in the next 2.5 years. And yeah, you're feeling very burdened, very, held back, very scared of the outcome. But the universe is saying that don't hesitate to take action. Don't, you're manifesting, but when it comes to taking action, you're stepping back. So don't do that, because whatever you're manifesting, you are getting, especially with relationships, but you have to take that extra step. Now, your health is showing up as a 10 of Wands. So there is some baggage, burdens, but you're releasing those, or you're being asked to release that. I feel there's a lot of workload which is going to affect your health, a lot of responsibilities which may kind of make you feel very burdened, tired, exhausted. You are asked to release some of that baggage. You're asked to plan and pace yourself and not take everything at once. You're asked to go slow on certain things. Okay, you don't have to rush. There is no competition here. You have to just make sure that you pace yourself if you are burdened, especially with work and responsibilities, because this may affect your health if you take on too much. Now, you have Six of Cups as your challenge. So Six of Cups here is going back to the past, or maybe being connected with your inner child. You feel very exhausted. You feel very betrayed by somebody. You feel that maybe you don't have the support that you expected, especially from people in your family or your childhood friends or people who you've known from a long time. There's a sense of betrayal. And the universe is saying that don't pay too much attention on this, because it's just a passing phase, what you're feeling. This is going to get better. Okay, so something here feels like an ending, but it's going to be renewed again. So there is a relationship that's coming back for you. Now, Eight of Wands here is showing up as your advice. So again, move forward. Don't look back all the time. Communicate and keep your communication channels open. There is an energy of travel as well. Okay, so Eight of Wands with the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, like you feel very imbalanced. You feel like things are not in your control. You keep looking back at the past, feeling a lot of regret. So that's making you feel very imbalanced. So the universe is saying let go of the past. Okay, just move forward, because that's where you need to go. And if the past has to catch up with you, it will catch up with you anyway. But the fact that you keep looking back at the past all the time, you're not able to move forward from something. Moon is your outcome. So a lot of emotions, like I said, a lot of anxiety. Your mother could be, very significant in the next 2.5 years. Maybe something to do with their health. Queen of Pentacles is again a mother's energy. Yeah, you may have to pay attention to your mother's health. Okay, or your wife's health, or if you are a mother yourself, you need to really pay attention towards your health. You may have to consult a doctor, or there may be frequent doctor visits in the next 2.5 years. And also your emotions, like if you feel very anxious, depressed, you will have to connect with a counselor or a mental health expert. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. So this is what I have for you, Gemini, and I hope all these readings do resonate with all of you. Do subscribe, like and comment. Do let me know how this resonates. I'll be back with another reading, but if you wish to book a personal reading with me, do reach out to me on my website or my WhatsApp number. Details are on the screen and in the description box. You can also join my membership channel and get early access to all the videos. And this is where I leave you. I'll be back with another reading. Till then, take care.